She wanted like me cause I like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, hey, we need more. Tell them we need more.
Hot and humid, Coach. Those are the descriptors right now just outside of Washington, D.C. Water's going to be needed early and often today at FedEx Field. A few minutes ago, it sounded like the 4th of July on the National Mall as the hometown Redskins were introduced to this sold-out crowd. They are set to go as their guys will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Going in. 57 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. What do you think? 57 Mike. Mike 57. Strip the ball.
They run with Ezekiel Elliott, last year's NFL rushing leader. Elliott a first down and more. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
At their own 20-yard line.
Down. 55. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll go with Darius Geis, who missed all of 2018 with injury. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
At the 22-yard line.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
54. Here we go, G. It's just me and you. Any weapon. It's just me and you. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Rush in.
third down. Here's Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Well, apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Check 90. Check 99.
On first down, it's Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A carry for Bryce Love, the fourth-rounder from Stanford. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Caught the defense off guard there a bit on 2nd and long, but now you still have to deal with 3rd and long.
Yeah, you do, but you feel pretty good about the last play, don't you? And maybe it gives you a little bit of confidence dialing up the next one, that maybe your team will believe in it when you send it in.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Check. Check. Echo, echo.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he finds McLaurin. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And he's way down into Dallas territory inside the Cowboy 15. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
It's 4th down.
Hopkins' kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And, oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. That good for 22 and a first down. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
Guy's showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. Now they'll run on the draw, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
I got you. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Focus, defense. Hang on. Switch.
Now on 2nd and 13. Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 3rd down, Haskins. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Redskins have the first down on a pickup of 18.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy. And
he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the run, watch the run. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go. Mike winning.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Deron Payne able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Pulled in at the 24. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Stop here. Jump, 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 jump. Hey, alert 40.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Dancing to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
This is Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins. Well done from a safety to come up there at the line of scrimmage. Nice tackle, too.
Yeah, he actually played into his position, didn't he? He's a strong safety. That means being near the line of scrimmage, cleaning up the run game, almost an extra linebacker, and he relishes the opportunities to put a big hit on a runner.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Randall Cobb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Washington. Kelvin Harmon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Redskins get the quick strike touchdown. Now that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. So we reach halftime here. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. 22, check. 22, check.
They start the second half with a run by Geis. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Drop deep, drop deep. Switch.
Second down, Haskins. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st down, Love. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Looking to throw, Haskins. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was the safety, Darian Thompson, that time who was able to break it up. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. Out to the left here to Reed. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. 56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Elliott. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Again, it's Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We got double up, double up. Hey, check 24, check 20.
Now Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 33 yards that time.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. for big plays? Let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
48.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Yeah, let's get that ball, again. Let's get that ball right here. Hey, look, 48. Look. Hey.
2nd and 10. Here's Haskins again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Shotgun handoff down to Geis. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
57. Mike, 57.
Now Prescott. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Kill. 47.
Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They'll look to set up his blockers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch the swing. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Check safety. Check safety.
Now Haskins on first down. Throw left side is complete to Reed. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Love. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd down and 5.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Third down, here's Geis. And an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Down to lose 1. 40-yard go.
Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Complete. It's a rookie from Ohio State, Terry McLaurin. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
48 for Mike.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott to throw it. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Hey, you got 3 down. Check it back.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Let's go now. 6-1. All right, T, let's
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So hail to the Redskins as they get the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Redskins, it's a win.